it just never ends. It just never ends. The interest that Jonathan Gannon has is just, I just don't get it. The most passive defense in the league. I miss having an aggressive defense, but to get all that out of the way, Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, he's got another interview, another one with the Houston Texans. It was the Broncos, the Vikings, then the Texans. Now, the Vikings is understandable because he was there for 3 years as a defensive assistant, so I understand that one, I guess. If it's an emotional head coaching signing by the Vikings, they're looking for a head coach, they're looking for a new GM as of right now. So I guess Gannon kind of fits, I guess, to where, they've had him in the building before. So then the Broncos, obviously, I don't think he's getting that job. And then the Texans is a new one. Brian Flores could be the new head coach over with the Texans, obviously wanting to play with, obviously wanting Deshaun Watson as his quarterback as he was trying to acquire him. That was the plan going into this next season before he was fired with the Miami Dolphins. So they could take him. I hope. I will say whatever great things to say about Jonathan Gannon on social media, on anywhere possible to get him off this team. And I hope they get rid of Jonathan Gannon soon. Hopefully it is sooner than later. We need a new defensive coordinator. I miss to have a guy like Todd Bowles or obviously that wouldn't happen, but have an aggressive coach, you know what I mean? And someone that puts in a lot of stock into these draft picks when it comes to defense and acquiring really good players. And Gannon has one of the most passive defenses. I don't know, they're putting up these garbage time stats, which makes no sense. I had them up. I lost them earlier. I want to put them up on screen, but I'm looking at these stats. I'm saying, are these, I don't get where these stats are coming from. I really don't. This is a defense that's way too conservative. They're not aggressive. They're playing, they're just not doing enough for us right now. And the way he, I think really the only success that he's had this year is with these cornerbacks. I think with Avonte Maddox and Big Play Slay and Steven Nelson have done a pretty good job this year. I think the cornerbacks was our strong suit of this defense, and our pass rush has been the worst that we've seen in a while. We had Jim Schwartz here, kind of the total opposite. Defensive line was always good, had pressure, and didn't know how to use linebackers, didn't know how to use cornerbacks. But like I said, Jonathan Gannon was a corner coach for the Indianapolis Colts. So as a first-time defensive coordinator, already having 3 interviews with teams, I just don't get it. I don't take them off our hands. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I thought maybe, and maybe that Tampa game really helped him out a little bit. I don't know. I mean, we had 4 sacks on Brady, and, the defense kind of did a little bit more, did a lot more than the offense did. And I don't know. Maybe it made him look good. I don't know. But Texans are another team. That's 3 teams for Jonathan Gannon, obviously, to be the new head coach. So we'll see what happens, but should be interesting. Now, what else is interesting? Obviously, this is a long shot. I'm just sugarcoating this a little bit and kind of just putting it out there. Mike Mayock, the GM for the Raiders, has been fired, relieved of his duties. If you guys remember, Mike Mayock used to do the Eagles preseason games, which I really did enjoy because he knows every player inside and out. Every background of every player, and I used to love it. I used to love watching. I'm not saying I don't like watching preseason anymore, but he was just such an evaluator of the game, and I really liked it. I mean, he's a draft guru at the end of the day, so when the Raiders got him as a GM, I thought it was a big cheat code because this guy knows the draft. He knows every player. His picks should be really good. But, some of the first-round picks for the Raiders haven't really panned out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was kind of surprised at this a little bit. So we'll see where he lands, but Howie Roseman has not signed his extension for the Philadelphia Eagles yet as the new GM. Well, not the new GM, but as current GM still. 21 years. I mean, could go on for another 4 or 5 year deal for another 5 to 6 years. It could happen. It's a long shot, obviously, but something just to mention so you guys know that there's a GM that's free out there. So I don't know. I think some of the trades that the Raiders have made were pretty good, but when it comes down to it, some of their first round picks have not worked out over the course of a few years. And they've been hit or miss on some picks, but, this is a draft guru and Mike Mayock. He might go back to the booth, or he might actually try to be a GM somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know his relationship with the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what's going on. So it should be really interesting to see where this goes. But, I'm going to hold my breath. Don't hold your breath, obviously, because Howie Roseman's probably going to be here until he signs that extension. I see a report from Ian Rappaport or somebody that there is an extension for Howie Roseman on the table right now, and he signs it. Then, I guess there's some, I guess we were pretty much, we'll see what happens. But before the season even started in 2021, I didn't care if this team made the playoffs. I didn't even care if this team made the Super Bowl, okay? I wanted Howie Roseman gone. It's been too long. Obviously, Howie Roseman's done some great things. He's done some bad things. I mean, he's relatively have done pretty well. He brought this team financially in a really good spot, made some good trades. His draft was pretty good, to be honest, and he knows how to trade. He knows how to, he doesn't get fleeced by teams. He acquired 11, 12 draft picks. He got another first-round pick. That Carson Wentz trade is making him look really good right now. So, obviously, he's got to be consistent as being a talent evaluator, which he's not consistent with it. So, hopefully, he turns a new leaf if he signs this new deal to be a current GM for the next 4 to 5 years, if that's the case. But, obviously, I'm just bringing you this news because there is another GM that's on the board right now that is free, relieved of duties for the Raiders, and he's out there. So definitely something to look at. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Don't go crazy with it. And that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up, follow. So peace out, guys. Peace.